Hey guys, Russ here with bishopswest.com. Hope you guys are all doing spiffy and having a good day. Um, Rather than just streaming everything I've done today, I decided just to go ahead and spend some time offline, but just doing some really boring stuff like searching through samples and just trying to get things more in line. So, just wanted to give you kind of a quick recap of what I did since yesterday. First thing was I brought in this loop here. Let's see if I can just solo this and just play this. Okay, I just kind of like that, and I thought it would go well with what we had at the beginning. So instead of starting straight off the bat with our kind of distorted drums and everything, I started with that, and so now it sounds like this. Okay, and then I just kept it going all the way through. Up here, at this point we kind of transitioned from the simple drums to the main drum pattern that I've used, and so I wanted kind of a transition, so I pulled back a little bit there, added this tom fill and added this riser here, so you'll hear both of those once we get there. But the other thing I did was, you can see here, I just dropped in a filter, and right now it's letting everything through, but I put a low pass on, and so this automation lane is just for the frequency, and so I just bring it down. So the frequency on this is taking out the highs as opposed to the riser where it's adding highs as you go up. Did I put a filter on there? No, just a delay. I'll talk about that in a sec. So this is what it sounds like. Let's just play these. So you might remember from yesterday, it was a really rough transition between those. So that pulling back the drum there, adding the toms and adding that riser, I think really helped a lot with that transition. Oh, also pulled back the top bass, and I think that was it. So I added that. The other thing, added the sweep. The other thing I added was just this kind of a vinyl sample here. Just thought it added a little bit of texture, a little bit of top end there that was lacking a little bit. So all together. And where that really helps is over in this section where the pads drop out and the drums mostly drop out except for percussion. The other thing quick on this little riser that I found, it was quite a bit longer sample, but I just kind of cut it down to just the one bar. And then the other thing was I added this delay. It's just the Waves H delay with those settings. A little bit of feedback, but it was kind of getting lost because of the distorted drums up there. And so the other thing I did was I decided to have it panning left and right. I don't know why that's going. Just to show you, I just put an LFO 1/4 note and just had it modulate the pan. So pretty easy way to just get it. For me, I needed it to stick out just a little bit more as it was echoing through, just so that it carried that through. Um, so if I solo it, you'll hear it, but in fact, let's solo it with the drums. And so what that does is carrying that delay through here kind of helps join those two phrases together instead of making them really distinct from each other. Also, one thing I forgot to mention way back at the beginning was on those drums, I felt like right at the beginning that really distorted, let me click on this, distorted snare that we had going. It's a lot of fun, but I felt it was kind of too much too fast. So I put an automation lane in just for the bit 8 device, and what that does is it keeps it down until we're kind of ready to hear it more. So if I solo that, this is what it sounds like. Right, just kind of a normal snare, but then listen as it pulls that bit 8 up. Which even now it might be kind of a little bit over the top and kind of ridiculous, but that's kind of what we started with, and that's kind of what I liked about it, so I'm gonna leave it. So that's kind of it. I brought in that kind of wet drum loop sample over here and the riser here. I might do I want to do it? Actually, I want to do it over here. I want to bring this tom over too. And see if I can get it lined up right. Yeah, here. If I just pull that back a little bit. I like that better. So that's kind of where we are. I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but this little vocal sample that we were using Manipulator with, kind of, I don't know what's going on with Manipulator or if it's some kind of conflict, but it was kind of cutting out. The audio was just completely cutting out, and I have no idea why. So that's just one of those weird situations where, number one, I'm glad I wasn't streaming right then because it was a pain. But number two, all I had to do was just close out of this project, save it, where it collects all the samples together, all the audio together, and then reopen it, and that took care of the problem. So who knows why, but one of those things just to remember. Just like IT always tells you, try turning off the power and starting again. So that's all I had today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you're having a great day or a night wherever you are, and I'll see you tomorrow.